and welcome back to another episode of the Four-Load Quick Take. I'm with my co-host, Nicholas Todd Aberleaf, and I'm Earthing the Supernatural. How are you doing today?
Doing good, bro. Doing good.
Okay, so today's episode comes from gaming, and today we'll be talking about Halo and the new trailer that just got released. What are your thoughts about this game?
Oh, man, I'm so excited for this, dude. Just watching the trailer really brings back a lot of nostalgia, you know, from when we were kids and everything like that. What do you think about it?
So Halo's one of those games that's really big, and it made gaming what it is today, and esports what it is today. Without Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, the original Halo, I don't think there would be as big as a platform there is for Fortnite, CSGO, and Call of Duty altogether. Halo really pioneered the path for those games.
I think, what was your first... Did you start out with the original Halo, first game?
I had a PlayStation 2, and I had to buy an Xbox just for Halo. Because, going back, my cousin Cody, he had Halo, and I would go over to his house to play Halo. And it's like, I wanted to play it so much, but I had a PS2, and Halo's the only Xbox exclusive, so you could only play on Xbox.
Yeah.
And I was just stuck with like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
But I was like, even when I was at home, I was wanting to play Halo. Like I was dreaming about it because it was that fun. It was that revolutionary. Like going into a campaign and me and Cody riding around the Warhol, killing aliens. That was like the dream.
That was like that's one thing I really loved about Halo was its co-op capabilities and campaign. You know, you rarely find that in games these days to where you can just split screen and play with friends. You know, that's what I really loved about this. Is like you're just like this OP dude going around and killing aliens for the fate of humanity.
Yeah.
For me, I started out with Halo 2. I never played the original, but that's because like just like you had the PS2, I had the GameCube. Like I was on Nintendo all the way up until that point, you know, and then that's when I made that switch. I remember it was my little sister was being born, and you know, one thing that my mom and dad did to kind of keep us occupied while we're at the hotel waiting for her to be born is they went and surprised us for our birthdays and Christmas was for they bought us an Xbox. And I was just like, oh my god. I remember we got Halo and then Star Wars Jedi Knight Academy. Those were my first two Xbox games and everything like that. And I was just like, oh my god, you know, this is like breathtaking, revolutionary stuff. And my brother and I, you know, I remember when Halo 3 specifically came out, we were both in school at the time, and we would wake up an hour and a half early from when school started, and him and I would just be so excited to game, come home, do our homework, and just game the rest of the time. That's just how influential Halo was to us, and literally everybody in our community really loved Halo.
Yeah, it was really endless playing because you could play a campaign for however many times and still enjoy it. You could play on Legendary, and it'll be so frustrating that you can't pass these certain levels.
You'd be having grunts kill you and everything.
It's like OP grunts just knocking you out, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that what kind of made the game fun is that there were so many like hidden areas. Like you could do all these like Easter eggs, and you could like make the Warhog go where they're not supposed to, and there was a lot of fun in that. Or you could find these OP weapons that you would have to like go search for. They weren't just out in the open.
Or even the skulls too.
Yeah, the skulls in Halo 3. And it was super fun. Halo is one of those like games that brings back nostalgia. Like they redid Battlefield, they're redoing Halo, they redid Crash Bandicoot. And I think they're really trying to cash in on this nostalgic. And I think it pays because, you know, you look at Disney's plan, like they redid Lion King, they redid Mulan, they redid 100 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
And I think as long as they do it in the right way, it seems like they're trying to make the game pace a little faster. Because you think back to the Halos, the 1, 2, and 3, they're a little bit more slower pace where they didn't really have the jetpacks. There was no sprinting outside of like Halo ODST. No, I think ODST was still like Halo 3. What was the one after ODST?
Reach.
They had all the jetpacks and everything. Yeah. And I feel like they're trying to make it fast paced, but I think the core of Halo was a slow, like you're walking slow and it's fun.
Yeah, it's just like, I think Halo 4 and all that is like, it's sad to say, but I kind of lost interest in the franchise. It was like Halo 4, and then did they come out with Halo 5?
Yeah, there was a Halo 5.
Yeah, I didn't even play Halo 5. I played Halo 4, but like it really kind of lost its storyline as far as for the core aspect of what Halo is. I think it was Halo 4, you had to go find Cortana and everything like that, but also fight like these other alien people, the front, or the, not the Flood, but the
other humans. I remember it being like the other humans.
They're
the future humans or something.
They're like bionic people and all that shit. Yeah, I didn't like that. But like Halo 3, ODST, I had a lot of fun with because you didn't feel as OP'd as Master Chief, you know, and I really liked the weapons they had on there too.
Yeah.
Like ODST was pretty dope, and that was like one of my first artist drawings I did was of ODST too. But Reach was pretty fun, but then again, that's when it started steering away from, like how you said, the original look and feel of, you know, games. And I think it was in that time period, Call of Duty was starting to do the same thing.
Yeah, with the jetpacks.
Jetpacks, double jump, and super fast speed and everything like that.
The walking on walls.
Yeah, you know, and it's just like, that's... It was cool at first, but you make like 4 or 5 of the games like that, it just loses its interest.
Yeah, so I remember one of my like childhood memories, it was probably like 3rd or 4th grade. I remember people used to wait at Walmart to buy the game right at midnight. I remember that being a thing, or it being like the first one in the morning to get it.
Yeah.
I remember I bought it. I woke up early, went to Walmart like 5 a.m., bought it, went to school, was like thinking about it all day in school, like, oh, I have this game in my backpack, I'm gonna play it as soon as I get back.
Yeah.
And I remember like playing the Halo 3. I remember I got like the Master Chief Edition. It was like a 10 whatever, and it came with all the extra stuff. It was so fun. It was a fun experience. And Halo 3 was like my first experience on Xbox Live and playing in that. So it just like it hits really close to home. It hits close to childhood.
Because like I said, Xbox Live was like the first. Halo was like the first game that actually did it right. At least for my, I'm pretty sure Call of Duty might have did it, but like, you know, Halo was the one that like was my first time with it and everything like that. And I was just like, you know, get to being able to play with really good players. You know, before it was just me and my brother that would like play against each other, and then say like you guys come over, or my cousins come over, or anything like that. You know, we'd all like split screen, big old huge like little tiny mini screens all over like the TV and all that stuff, and we would all just game all night long. You know, we would do only gravity hammers or only battle rifles, or we would put like a crap ton of like plasma grenades everywhere and everything like that, dude. It was just like there was so much like customizability, which is just such like a cool game and all that, and there's a lot of cool bases to it. And nothing felt cooler than when all your homies like hop in a Warthog, bro, and you guys are just like just some dude like on top of the turret just like unloading on like a Banshee or whatever. Oh man, yeah, it's good times.
Yeah, dude. So Halo was like one of the leaders in esports, and it made the path for esports today because, you know, Halo was super competitive. I remember watching it on Spike TV, and that was with like Snipe Down, Final Boss, Straight Ripping, and all these iconic like esports teams that were in Halo, and then they transitioned to other sports like Call of Duty and Valorant now and CS:GO. But Halo will always be that first love. Your first love is always what you care about the most.
Yeah.
And almost what you remember. You remember your first love the most.
So we watched the new trailer that's coming out for the new multiplayer game as well as the new campaign. What do you think about the multiplayer?
It seems like Halo, but I don't know how I feel about the little grapple thing.
No, the grappling hook and all that stuff.
It seems a little Fortnite-ish.
Yeah, that kind of threw me off too, because like how he was able to like go and
like grab the guns far away and
then
jump on the ceiling
and jump on the planes, dude.
Yeah.
So like that was one thing.
The Banshees.
Yeah, that was one thing I thought that was OP. Is like if you got a Banshee, dude, it was hard to take you down. You had to get a tank, a Warthog, or a rocket launcher, and you'd be all fucking just shoot it.
And you only have like two rockets to get.
And then
down.
like the Banshee could do those crazy maneuvers and all that too. You had to time it perfectly. But yeah, and I was just like, you know, it kind of takes away the lethality of having an airborne vehicle. But like, I don't know, I'm willing to give this one a shot. This one looks like a lot more of the old school Halo. Like, like it looked pretty hectic in there, man. It was like a hardcore free-for-all when I was watching it. I was just like, dude, this is what I'm talking about, man.
It's finally coming in because they had Halo... Is it Halo 5? Yeah, Halo 5 was the last one.
I think so, yeah.
And that was when we were in high school.
Yeah.
So I think it's like 7 years, 8 years after they're finally here with Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's great because I think they did the Master Chief Edition, which I know like a lot of people didn't like because there was a lot of flaws with it in the release, and it wasn't ready once it was released. So they for Halo Infinite they kept pushing it back. It was supposed to be like 2 years ago, and it's like next year, and then next year, and finally we're seeing a trailer.
Yeah,
and I'm just grateful it's finally here, and hopefully it'll be ready by Christmas.
We
have PCs now. Me and you have PCs, so we'll be doing like the high quality settings.
That's so cool. But here's the thing, dude. That's what I'm worried about with these new games and these new trends. These new trends with these new games is they sell you. What I hope they don't do is they sell you a half-finished game and they fix it in patches. Cyberpunk was a big thing, you know. I think the last game that I played that was actually a full game was Ghost of Tsushima. You know, that was like a full game, didn't have anything like that. Or I really hope they don't have loot boxes. Mm-hmm. If they have loot boxes, dude, I'm gonna be pissed. It'd be like, cause remember Battlefront had like hardcore microtransactions in their thing, dude, and that really kind of turned me off from even buying the game because like if you wanted new skins or new anything like that, guns, you had to like buy it just to buy like a basic gun, you know.
And the guns they had in the loot boxes were OP, so you couldn't compete with the OP guns unless you bought the guns.
Exactly. At least with Call of Duty, it's just a skin.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect like the actual gun itself. It gives you cool tracer rounds and everything like that, but still, it doesn't affect like the actual gun itself. It just changes the look. Now, I did see on there was a Spartan that had samurai armor, bro. Samurai armor. I'm gonna get. I don't care how much it costs. I'm buying that.
You're buying all the loot boxes.
Yeah, bro. Cool.
So yeah, Halo just seems like they're going in the right direction. Hopefully they don't sell us like you said, they almost sell us the beta version and then they fix it with patches as it goes on. Mm-hmm. But for Halo, a lot of people like the campaign, like we talked about it. We grew up playing the campaign on co-op, and I think the big thing, as long as they get it right, it should work, is the ranking system. Because that Halo 3 ranking system is what made the game so fun. You wanted to grind until you get that level 50 badge. And I remember playing like the rank playlist and trying so hard. I was like only a commander. And I was like trying every day. And the competition was so stiff back then. And I was like in high school and I couldn't compete. Yeah. I felt like, because you know, with the Call of Duty and other games, they do it more off of playing time, more experience or score. Mm-hmm. But Halo, you have to actually win games to get up higher in the rank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what made it fun.
Yeah, definitely, man. So we're gonna have to definitely see how this one goes for everybody. So I'm excited for this, dude.
Me too. Being a Halo fan, I love Halo. I love the lore. I tried to read the books. The books got boring. I didn't finish it. Yeah. But I've played every Halo that's came out.
Yeah, I have too. Did you play what was that called? Halo Total Wars or Halo?
Oh, the
Halo Wars.
Yeah, Halo Wars, the one that's like StarCraft.
Yeah. I played that. It was alright, bro. It wasn't.
I tried, but it wasn't for me. I grew up with StarCraft, and I was like, I knew they were trying to copy StarCraft. Yeah. So it didn't hit the same.
Story. I love the story and the cutscenes in it. That was really cool. It was a different arbiter and everything like that.
I just remember being so hyped for the Halo 3, like waking up early, buying the game at Walmart. And, you know, people probably waited at GameStop if you're in the city. There's just so much love there for the game.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, man. So, yeah.
So, we'll end it right there. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe.
Later, y'all.